What up, everybody? It's Queen Krazy K behind this camera screen doing a thing. Do my last minute part 2 SummerSlam prediction live in New Jersey before we head into this week with Monday Night Raw tomorrow. You can check on my page and my story for new subscribers on my page, returning subscribers on my story, Raw and SmackDown from this week, both predictions. Thank you guys for watching, interacting, and tuning in. Gave shout outs to you guys to the Instagram for the commentary and also the results, and even after what out there at NXT, A&W, Lucha Underground, and the Show House and Saturday Main Event as well. Also with the updates to my personal Rabbit account with personal stuff going on. I'll explain, maybe talk about that more in another video. Kickoff, arriving of the superstars, backstage, predictions, the commentary, the result, and even the post-show available on page and story and WWE comments with Queen Krazy K for SummerSlam. Now, the page and story have the prediction for Raw, SmackDown, and SummerSlam. And then the results of SummerSlam and Raw and SmackDown are on them page and story, but also on the WWE with Queen Krazy K comics. Update both my account through Instagram and YouTube. You guys can check it out. As many of you guys already been watching, so shout out to y'all. Thank you guys for joining in the conversation. Definitely give you a shout out even after I went out there. This is my SummerSlam prediction that will be added to my page and story for new and returning subscribers for part 2. I predict that the Y6 will remain our tag team world SmackDown champions, and the tables, ladders, and chairs talk about Extreme. That they used to do Extreme pay-per-view in September. We got Clash of Paris coming up. We got Pearl coming up for Crown Jewel. We got November with San Diego Survivor Series. We got the end of Christmas and Saturday Main Event, probably Mexico City for summer for WrestleMania triple threat before we head into WrestleMania live in Vegas. Road to WrestleMania in January. So I'll be doing my podcast reflecting all of the pay-per-views tomorrow. So go ahead and check that out on my page and story for new and return subscribers, including before and after. That's when Queen Krazy K be added to that playlist, as well as WWE comments with Queen Krazy K for over Monday Night Raw and even SmackDown, even the pay-per-views. That'll be available on the page and story and WWE comments with Queen Krazy K. I'm also going to be doing that tomorrow. Also, this SummerSlam predictions and commentary through Instagram. If you want to shout out whether you liked it or comment or got involved in the conversation, and results with WWE comments will be available, as well as the podcast and Raw recap tomorrow, and Monday Night Raw, of course, following up after work tomorrow night. And the podcast and Raw recap for this week coming Tuesday will be right on time, and then Wednesday we got some SummerSlam gameplay along with my other gameplays that I have done for you guys as well. That'll be available on the game playlist, podcast playlist, commentary playlist, page and story for news, turn subscribe. With that being said, updations, a little bit of advice, so you guys can hear it and get a recap of it. With that being said, I think the White Six will walk out our SmackDown Tag Team Champions in the tables, ladders, and chairs. I love high flying. I love clashing things. As far as tag teams, could be all over the place. We got the Street Profits, we got Team Die, we got along with Team Die and the Street Profits and the White Six being champs. Anything is possible, let alone the rest that are there. We got Axe Mill from NXT. We got Raw and SmackDown collaborating now on SmackDown. I think the Wyatt Six are walking out our SmackDown Tag Team Champions, and our tables, ladders, and chairs. Extreme, high flying, loving the tag team, bursting out a part 2, as Triple H said we would do, for our first ever 2-night SummerSlam. I think that Naomi will remain Women's World Champion against both Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, showing why you can always proceed with caution and be our Women's Champion on Monday Night Raw, but showing why women should have a main event at SummerSlam as well, one of the nights, as well as the other night, and men should have a main event SummerSlam, including WrestleMania. Men's main event in one, women should main event the other. I think John Cena is definitely retiring as his babyface, as I called it before SmackDown. But I think the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes is going to capture the championship belt as the new Superman, holding down the company, and John Cena will just retire as we know him. The franchise, the ruthless aggressive, the rookie, the hustle, the loyalty, the respect, the Dr. Economics, you name it. John Cena, 16-time champ, the legendary, greatest of all time, is just loving the WWE Universe and able to be open with that as such, and that's who he'll retire as with the new champion. I think it'll be Cody Rhodes. Doing the John Cena, what he did to him, we're going to get a heel turn of Cody Rhodes. I think that Dominic Mysterio could remain Intercontinental Champion against AJ Styles to hold it down for the Judgment Day. AJ Styles could win it, as much as we want to see him do that, hold the Intercontinental Championship, but I think that maybe the Judgment Day will help Dominic hold it, as well as Jacob Fontu's match. He might get the last lap, but Solo being United States Champion, and of course, unfinished business. Need more partners to help him out through SmackDown. And so those are my predictions for Part 2 of SummerSlam. We'll be able on Page's Story for new returning subscribers, along with my other Raw and SmackDown prediction there on there. Donate comments for my Raw and SmackDown Part 1 SummerSlam. Part 2 will be added there. Include the comment there if you want to shout out through Instagram. Check out my before and after that podcast coming up tomorrow. Including Raw comment will be added to the playlist along with the podcast. Raw recap will be on time on Tuesday. And updates to pay-per-view, everything you need to know, want to know, and more. Including the gameplay of both SummerSlam 1 and 2 for Wednesday as well, coming up for the gameplay, the podcast, the Raw recap, and also the predictions itself. So, that being said, Green Kids Kale, peace. Be sure to watch, like, follow, subscribe on Instagram and YouTube. I'll be on Snapchat. I'll be on Instagram. Be involved in that conversation if you want to shout out. Be sure to check out those other podcasts. So you on the road with this podcast, because the commentary include Tuesday for this week. Check out the other Page's Story live ones, events as well, as I updated it. And obviously the gameplay SummerSlam said Wednesday, 11 on Thursday with the Raw and SmackDown to 11 NXT. More photos and videos will be out there as well as the SummerSlam. Be sure to check out the other pay-per-views as well through the Page Story. Do the other comments, do the podcast, do the commentary, do the gameplay playlist itself. So, that being said, then guests for watching, the guests for today, be sure to watch, like, follow, subscribe on Instagram and YouTube. Have me on Snapchat, Green Kids Cal. Peace.